Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Class of 2009. Yeah, I didn't think they'd make it either. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Todd Justice, and I am the principal of Northeastern High School. Welcome to our 66th annual commencement exercises. All graduating classes are special, but this group brings back a flood of memories for me, personally. Some of them include just giving up and calling Bailey and Peyton Chatfield whenever I saw them. Everyone, including students and teachers, sending Mira to ask me for something because they all knew that I couldn't tell Mira no. Nick Brown in a Cub Scout uniform. And the 8th grade DC field trip, which included a great squad ride to Arlington Memorial Hospital. You guys thought you left me and escaped me when you left 5th grade. I caught up with you, and then when Mr. Williams retired and I became the middle school principal. You escaped again as you became freshmen here at Northeastern. As fate would have it, I would be given the opportunity to be the principal of Northeastern High School. Some of you weren't too happy to see me again, and I must admit I wasn't too happy to see you either. I do, however, want to say thank you to the Board of Education and to Dr. Cronauer for letting me have the best job in the world at the most exciting time in this school district's history. I am truly blessed. And Eli, I promise not to take a job at Ohio University in the future. This will not be Northeastern High School commencement unless a special person was in the crowd. In fact, he has attended 64 of the 66 commencement exercises at Northeastern High School. In the first graduating class, as an alum, as a teacher, a coach, an assistant principal, and a principal. He's been a tremendous mentor to me throughout my career, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roger Woodworth and his wife, Connie. Many of us here tonight are mourning the loss of someone who we wish were still here to share this wonderful night, and our Northeastern family is no different. Earlier this year, senior Brian Brannon left us far too soon, and we miss him terribly. We have left his seat among the graduates vacant to honor him and his memory. At this time, with Bradley Trombley of the United States Army, John Burgess, United States Army Reserve, Ryan Davis, United States Marine Corps, Caitlin Marks, Army National Guard, and Cole Six, U.S. Marine Corps. Please join me on stage. These students have decided to serve our country in the United States Armed Forces. I commend them on this decision, and I hereby present each of them with a red, white, and blue honor cord, signifying their decision to serve our country. Would all of the audience tonight who have served or who are currently serving in the armed forces please stand and be recognized. A grateful nation thanks you for your service. At At this time, all who are able, please stand for the presentation of the colors by the United States Marine Corps and remain standing for our national anthem and our alma mater sung by the Northeastern High School Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. I'm sorry, working without the script. Would you all please rise for the alma mater?
Midlands of tall golden cornfields, streams so bright and clear, here stands beloved Northeastern
I'm Ian Lockwood, our class vice president for the past 4 years, or as many of you most likely know me as that really tall girl. I would like to welcome you all to Northeastern High School's 2019 graduation ceremony. To kick off things, I can't believe we are here today decked out in these very fashionable robes. Only 4 short years ago, we walked through those doors for the first time, and now it's already time to leave. That's mind-boggling to me. Looking back, it seems like it went by so fast. I still remember when we arrived as united freshmen, carrying around our individual mountain of books and wandering the halls attempting to find our classes. We were at the bottom of the totem pole, or as my volleyball coach likes to say, the bottom feeders. Ultimately, we were the children striving to be liked by upperclassmen who had nothing to do with us. But here we are. We finally made it to the top. And ironically enough, we are about to be sent right back to the bottom again. As we are here, ready to graduate, it's hard not to contemplate the past 4 years. How do we reflect on the time we spent in high school anyway? In the beginning, we measured it by class periods, counting down the minutes until the bell. Then we gauged it by semesters, moving further away from being clueless freshmen. We made it to our sophomore year and we thought we had it figured all out. By the time we were juniors, we were confident that we were prepared to take over for the graduating seniors. Then we hit senior year, and the first couple of months were great. We were the top dogs. Then the realization that we needed to figure out what we wanted to do with the rest of our lives after we left here hit hard. Many of us began to panic because we knew that soon we were going to have to grow up and start adulting. It was a little scary, or on a more personal level, it was extremely scary. There were so many decisions to make and I felt overwhelmed. I realized then that this is what we've been being prepared for all along. Our teachers devoted their lives to ensuring that we became the best we could be and unlocking our full potential. They encouraged us to reach limits we didn't know that were within our grasp. Our coaches taught us to push ourselves and to give it our all. They also taught us to follow our passions and never give up despite how difficult it may seem. Our parents gave us their unconditional love and support and bestowed upon us the confidence to do whatever we set our minds to. They listened to our many complaints along the way and offered their guidance. I don't believe that I could stand here today with complete confidence in the fact that I will be fine in the real world without any one of you. For that, I am incredibly grateful. I know that the memories of high school may fade, but the lessons I learned here will stick with me for a lifetime. With all that being said, Mr. Justice has reminded us all numerous times that graduation isn't truly for the students. It is actually for the moms. So I'm going to leave you with the words of one of my favorite musicians, from Brendan Urie of Panic at the Disco. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. I would now like to introduce Dr. John Cronauer, Superintendent of Northeastern Heights Local High School.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here to help honor our graduates. This is truly a milestone, so let me be one of the first to congratulate the class of 2019 on this first of many milestones that I'm sure you will achieve in your life. So congratulations, let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to introduce some important people. First of all, our Board of Education members. Mrs. Jill Parker, our Board President. Mr. Joel Augustus, our Board Vice President. Dr. John Crankshaw, Board Member. Mr. Steve Switzgable, Board Member. And Mr. Jeff Yanger, Board Member. Would you please give them a round of applause for their Our Central Office Administrative Team, Mr. Dale Miller, Treasurer. Mr. Sean Glazer, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Steve Linson, Director of Pupil Personnel. Mr. John Schmidt, Director of Technology, who's over here. And he is videoing, so it's out there live right now. And it will be on YouTube later on. So if you want to watch it again to see some of Mr. Justice's screw-ups, you can definitely do that. Mrs. Robin Calico, our Special Ed Supervisor. We also have Mr. Chris James, the Executive Director of the Springfield Clark Career Technology Center. A couple of our principals are here as well. Mrs. Denise Jones, principal of South Vienna Elementary, and Mr. Zach Gaulier, the principal at South Vienna Middle School. Let's give them a round of applause. Would be remiss if I didn't do a couple other thank yous. This is a pretty important group right over here. That is our staff. Would you please stand? And would any other staff members who are here in the audience, whether they're an elementary teacher, bus driver, or an aide, please also stand. And graduates, please give them a round of applause for the important role that they have played in their lives over the last 15 years. Thank you very much. My last thank you to the parents and grandparents. Would you all please stand? Parents and grandparents, please stand. Graduates, please make eye contact with that special someone who has probably played the most important role in your life to this point and will continue to see you be successful. So graduates, please give this group a round of applause. Thank you for allowing us to work with your children. They are truly remarkable. I have just a couple words to say. Really, they're thoughts that I'm sure you've all heard before, but I think they're important enough to say again. Graduates, you can do whatever you believe you can do, or you can choose to go the other way, but I know this class will do whatever they believe they want to do. Failure is a part of success. You won't succeed most of the time on your first try. But keep plugging away, because it truly is the measure of who you are. Relationships are the backbone of also who you are. Whether it's to be a good friend or to be a parent, developing those relationships makes a difference for those people who are there with you when you have those failures, but also help you celebrate your successes. And finally, reflection. It's such an important part of who we are, but we probably don't spend near enough time doing it because we're thinking about the 100 other things that are going on. Tonight is a great night for reflection. How you got to where you are, and continue that reflection on into your future, because it truly does help you celebrate your successes. Class of 2019, again, you are truly remarkable, and I wish you many successes and milestones for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. At this time, the president of the Northeastern Local School District Board of Education, Mrs. Jill Parker, will now name the salutatorian and valedictorians of this year's graduating class.
Good evening, everyone. First, let me congratulate the class of 2019, and on behalf of the school board, offer our sincere thanks to the staff members and to the family members who helped them to get this far. It is my honor and privilege tonight to introduce your class valedictorians and salutatorian. I've had the good fortune to watch these young ladies grow up. I literally met Allison when she was still in a stroller, while her mother and I helped with a holiday party in Mrs. Swift-Gable's kindergarten classroom. Megan, Mira, and Caitlin are members of the same 4-H group as my children, so I've watched them hustling through barns at the fair for the better part of the decade. I've seen more than a few of Megan's basketball games and had the pleasure this year of directing Mira at our high school productions. Therefore, I feel qualified to say that I know these women. I know they're smart, of course. Hardworking, absolutely. Leadership material, I don't think you need to go much further than the second page of this program to see that. And I also strongly suspect that all of you have been planning what you're going to say tonight for the last few years. I'm equally certain that at least one of you didn't finish that speech until last night. So let's get to those speeches, shall we? Beginning with the Northeastern High School class of 2019 salutatorian, Mira Cranston.
Take in this moment. Right now, you're surrounded by our friends, family, and faculty members that have helped us get where we are today. For a majority of our academic careers, we have been waiting, sometimes even begging for this moment, for this end. We had so many countdowns for today, some including weekends, others only counting school days. Many conversations with my classmates went like this. How many more days? Wait, is that counting weekends or just days we have to be here? Each day felt like a century, but each month went by in a minute. While it has felt like we were always counting down the days, we have genuinely enjoyed the last 4 years together. So much excitement for each sports season, school dance, performance, and fundraising event. We were always looking forward to the next thing, but they went by in a flash. It is funny how time works like that. Whether you were in sports, theater, FFA, or just enjoyed supporting your school and community, you were creating experiences and memories that helped shape you into the person you are today. The words of wisdom that I want to leave you with for your future are to stop waiting for Friday, for summer, for someone to fall in love with you, for life. Happiness is achieved when you stop waiting for it and make the most of the moment you are in now. Take action today. This may be a closure of our chapter together, but it is the beginning of your own journey. Thank you. They will be recognized individually, but first, I'd like to ask you all to join me in recognizing your 3 valedictorians who have completed their studies at Northeastern High School, having maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average. First up, we have valedictorian Megan Davis.
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I should talk about here tonight. And I knew that I wanted to discuss something that I was knowledgeable about. So I decided to talk about me. Now, I wouldn't call myself a troublemaker, but I have gotten in trouble a few times throughout my past 12 years in Northeastern Local School District. There are a few incidents throughout elementary and middle school that stand out in my mind, and I think that each one has taught me a valuable lesson. The first incident I remember was in kindergarten when I pulled my first card. Mrs. Switchgable had me pull a card because I tied my shoelaces together while the class was sitting on the carpet. When everyone found me under their seats, I couldn't get them untied fast enough, so I was punished. From this I learned that it's important to focus on what you're doing, because if you don't, you might miss something important or get yourself in trouble. The next time I recall getting reprimanded in school was in the first grade. I, along with several other girls, pulled a card for being too loud in the bathroom. Allison, one of my co-valedictorians tonight, was also in the bathroom, and she has always said that she was simply in the bathroom doing her business, but I know her better than that. I I learned a very important lesson from this, which is that you can't control what others might think about you. You can only control how you react to them. In the 3rd grade, I pulled another card because I put my head down in Mrs. Schmuck's class. From this, I learned you gotta keep your head up. When I was in the 5th grade with Mr. Neidhart, I remember always being told to stop tipping my chair back. I think I might have fallen once, but we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the long legs because I just can't ever seem to fit comfortably under a desk. This taught me that sometimes in life, you're going to be uncomfortable, but you have to find a way to cope. So now we're in middle school. In this one, I honestly still feel a little bad about. We were doing a lot of science class, and we're specifically told not to put these little marbles into graduated cylinders. So guess what I did? I put the marble in the graduated cylinder. Now, I didn't really get in trouble, but she was so angry and disappointed in me, and I felt very bad. I did eventually dislodge the marble from the tube, and the next day I went and apologized to Mrs. McCauley. Because of this, I learned what I think might be the most important lesson. That it's okay to make mistakes, but once you do, you need to own them and make them right. Looking back on these moments now, I think of how they translate to my life today. These memories left me with 5 things, 5 lessons that I think we all should try to carry with us as we move forward. First, don't be distracted and focus on your goals. Second, you can't control others, you can only control how you react to them. Third, keep your head up. Fourth, you're going to be uncomfortable. Embrace it and grow from it. And fifth, it's okay to make mistakes, but own up to them. Now, I know this has been a lot about me, but the reason I wanted to share these stories with you tonight is because all of these little, seemingly insignificant moments of my life have molded me into the person I am today. We tend to focus on the big milestones, but I think the small ones are just as important in defining who we are. Whether that's getting reprimanded or learning to ride a bike, they matter because we don't expect anything of them. So take a second tonight and think about the ordinary things and moments that have brought you to this day. Think about your experiences at Northeastern and the people around you who have made you who you are. Try to appreciate who you have become and who you will grow to be as you move forward up to the next level. I am proud to have been a part of this class, and I am excited to see what the next chapter holds for us all. Congratulations, Class of 2019.
Next up, we have valedictorian Allison Howard.
I would just like to say I should not have pulled that card in 1st grade. The first thing I would like to say is a big thank you. Thank you to my teachers. I'm sorry, I'm going to cry. Thank you to my teachers for always inspiring me and pushing me to my best. You have all taught me to never give up, no matter how hard the struggle, especially calculus, has been. To my 3 best friends, Megan, Mira, and Caitlin, thank you for showing me the type of friendship everyone deserves. Thank you to my 2 sisters for always giving me your honest opinion, even though I didn't ask for it. You 2 have been role models for me to watch throughout my entire life. And finally, to my parents, thank you both for the constant support and love that you have never failed to show me. The dedication both of you have shown me does not go unnoticed, and I thank you for it. I appreciate each and every one of you standing here in front of me. I was hesitant to write this speech because I knew how hard it would be for me to accept the fact that my time here is over. It wasn't hard for me to figure out what I wanted to speak about. But it was difficult for me to speak about it so candidly. How do you sum up the best 4 years of your life in a few minutes? minutes. The point is, you can't. I can't explain the countless memories served in this one building that will forever linger in my mind. The time served in this gym alone exemplify the moments that can and will never leave me. The point to note about this school is the person it has shaped each and every one of us into. We have been fortunate to grow up in a place that serves to help all students, no matter who you are. As we become adults in the next few years, it is the years spent here that help us to identify the people that we truly are. While we have been in this small building for so many years, it has made such a large impact on our lives without our knowing. Personally, this school and this district has been home for my whole life. When you live in an area such as this one, it is nearly impossible to leave and not take a multitude of memories with you. As each of us leads our lives separately after being together for so many years, we will reminisce the times we spent together. Those Friday night football games are over now, and only the memories will linger on. It stings severely to know that I can never sit in the student section and cheer on the Jets anymore as a student of Northeastern High School. There's no more time to try and distract our teachers from work by offering to watch an educational movie that day. We can't take back the mistakes we made, and we shouldn't want to. The choices we have made over these last 4 years have been the most crucial to the rest of our lives. We have grown in our own ways, but it was one place in particular that helped us. Northeastern has been the foundation to the rest of our lives. While there have been times of happiness, there have been times of pain. But in these times of pain, we persevere. The thing about Northeastern is that we are a family. We do not struggle on our own because we have so many individuals that are here to help one another. We grow as a family and we grow stronger together in these times of hardship. We do not give up easy and we do not let one another fall. And as for my Northeastern family, I am forever grateful of the love you have all shown me when I needed it. But as we move on from Northeastern after this night, I want all of you to remember this school. Remember the place you came from and the person it has made you. Remember the people that got you to this point and how much they have sacrificed for you. While we look ahead to our future endeavors, wherever they may be, stop and think about this school. These few years will forever be in our lives wherever we may go. Our friends may not be forever, but the memories made with them will be. We only have our futures ahead of us, but we also have our past that means so much to us. Northeastern High School is now a part of all of us, whether we want it to be or not. Yes, it may be true that we love our trucks and our cornfields, but honestly, we love each other more than we can realize. And that is what makes us Northeastern High School. We are a family, and we will always be a family. Northeastern has become home, and this will always be my home. For one final time as a student here, go Jets.
Finally, valedictorian, Caitlin McClintock. Hello, everyone. I'd like to start by saying thank you to my family, friends, teachers, and anyone else who never gave up on me. I truly couldn't have done it without every single one of you. I moved to South Vienna in 6th grade, and my first friends were Brianna and Jamie. I loved Skittles, I had braces, and I couldn't wait to buy pop from Mrs. King on Fridays. Oh, how the times have changed. During high school, all I wanted was a homework coupon from Mrs. Ingmeyer or a peso from Mrs. Turner. It's the little things that matter, right? We have grown from these 11 or 12-year-old little kids with no idea of how the world works to semi-adults who have jobs and pay taxes. Some of us are going to college, serving our country, or going into the workforce. All of us are moving on from our days here at Northeastern. And we need to move on and let the next generation of kids grow up here, just like we did. Moving on, however, does not mean forgetting all the memories you've made. How could we ever forget when Nate broke a chair in Mrs. McCall's class,
or when the ceiling fell apart in the commons. So many unique memories have been made from the walls of this school. Don't forget them. I know the class of 2019 has been through a lot, but we are sitting here in our caps and gowns, ready to move our tassel from one side to the other. Look around you. Look at the people you finished high school with. Some you've known your entire life, and some just a few years. But they have all had an impact on who you have become. Do not forget them. Do not forget where you came from, because it is who you are. Be true to that. On this bittersweet day, I would like to congratulate and thank my class. Congratulations on earning this diploma. You've made it this far, now keep going. And thank you for spending these past 7 years with me. Thank you for letting me become a Jet and the amazing times that I have had here. I will miss all of you so much. Good luck on your future endeavors. And one last time, as a Northeastern High School student, go Jets.
Great job, ladies. To recognize the various honors our students have earned, they were presented with honor cords earlier today to be worn at tonight's ceremony. The cords and the honors they represent have been listed in tonight's program. Honor cord recipients, please stand and be recognized and remain standing as I read the list of the awarded honors. Please hold your applause until all names and honors have been read. Gold cord, valedictorian, salutatorian. Purple cord, diploma with honors. Green, graduating with honors of 3.5 or higher. Light blue and gold, National Honor Society. Blue, class officers. Pink, musical honors. National blue and corn yellow, FFA officer. Red, white, and blue, military. Red, 3-time blood donor. And red, white, and blue, Eagle Scouts. Congratulations, each and every one of you, on your accomplishment. Now I invite Ms. Jay Warren to the podium to recognize our scholarship recipients.
At this time, we'd like to recognize those students who, through their academic excellence, have received one or more scholarships. In order to properly acknowledge those individuals and organizations that have made these scholarships available, we have printed an insert included in the program. We encourage you to refer to this insert for the specific scholarships awarded to each senior. Before we recognize the individual scholarship recipients, I would like to announce 2 new scholarships that are being awarded to the class of 2019. The first scholarship is the Darren Binkley Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Binkley's career in education spanned 30 years. Northeastern High School was blessed to have Mr. Binkley for 15 of those years. Mr. Binkley taught science. Some knew him simply as Bink, others knew him as a loyal friend. Whether as a respected teacher or a valued colleague, a certainty about Mr. Binkley always existed. He cared. He cared about his students. He cared about his fellow teachers. He cared about Northeastern High School. He cared about the Jet community. Mr. Binkley lived on in the hearts of so many who had the privilege of knowing him. Family and friends have established this scholarship in memory of this man. The first recipients of the Darren Binkley Memorial Scholarship are Peyton Chatfield and Jacob Milne. The second new scholarship is the Brian Michael Tyler Brandon Memorial Scholarship. Brian Brandon was a senior at Northeastern High School and he unexpectedly passed away on August 30th, 2018. Brian was a kind and caring young man who made a difference in the lives of others. Simply stated, he was a voice of compassion and encouragement for those who needed a friend. He quietly led by example, stepping in when seeing others being mistreated, or offering kind words for those who were struggling. He genuinely cared about others and was often a champion for the defeated. Brian loved the outdoors and was a talented artist and journalist. His family has established a scholarship fund to recognize those individuals who represent the same character, integrity, and ideals of Brian. This year's recipients of the Brian Michael Tyler Brandon Memorial Scholarship are Allison Howard and Jacob Young. Tonight, 30 scholarship recipients will be recognized. Students, as I call your name, please stand at your seat and remain standing until the entire group has been presented. Audience, please hold your applause until all names are read. Ty Adams, Noah Ashley, Veronica Brown, John Burgess, Joshua Calhoun, Bailey Chatfield, Peyton Chatfield, Megan Davis, Caitlin Drow, Matthew Eggenstiller, Mira Franzen, Garrett Haley, Grant Hotson, Elizabeth Holland, Allison Howard, Jacob Young, Elijah Justice, Karen Kinder, Derek King, Kaylee Kennard, Jonathan Locke, Caitlin McClintock, Jeffrey Montgomery, Deborah Nichols, Connor Odie, David Queen, Michaela Ryder, Nathaniel Sudoff, Fiona Tyree, and Cole Young. Recipients, I commend you for your academic accomplishments. Through your hard work and effort, you have brought recognition to your school, pride to your family, and above all, honor to yourself. Faculty, parents, family, and friends, I invite you to join me to applaud these outstanding members of the class of 2019.
And now to the moment we've all been waiting for. Graduates, stand. Board of Education, Dr. Cronauer, as principal of Northeastern High School, I certify that these students of the class of 2019 have met all requirements set forth by the Ohio Department of Education and the Northeastern Local Board of Education and are therefore qualified to receive a diploma from Northeastern High School. Graduates, please sit. Please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma from the members of the Northeastern Local Board of Education. Please hold your applause until all candidates' names have been read.
Jaden Mackenzie Lockwood. Mira Grace Franzen. Megan Elizabeth Davis. Allison Mary Howard. Caitlin Josie Lindsay. Jordan Michael Wagner. Tyrus Walter Adams. Nash Riley Allen. Noah Rodney Ashley. Haley Nicole Baker. Sylvia Marie Barley. Christian Ryan Michael Barnett. Hannah Marie Bennett. Levi Xavier Fox. Brian Michael Tyler Graham. Nicholas Scott Brown. Veronica Rose Brown. John Christopher Burgess. Joshua Edward Calhoun. Aaron Reed Calico. Sierra Whitney Chambliss. Logan Michael Chapman. Bailey David Chatfield. Peyton Michael Chatfield. Wesley Joe Cordell. Zachary Allen Purrier. Ryan Claude Davis. Bryn Summer Dawson. Isabella Marie Gatto. Kyler Aaron Folden. Caitlin Brianne Rao. Matthew Joseph Eganspeller. Xavier David Feltman. Aaron Lynn Gilliland. Cosette Marie Guillory. Garrett Sean Haley. Tracy Renee Hamilton. Nathan Stephen Harris. Grant Daniel Hodson. Kate Cameron Kiley. Elizabeth May Holland. Brianna Nicole Howe. Whitney Nicole Hughes. Charles Anthony Johnson.
What a good job, Solomon.
Jacob Christopher Young. Elijah Darrell Justice. Karen Loki Kinder. Kyle Gregory Kinder. Derek Hill King. Preston Robert Milton. Kaylee Christine Kennard. Michael Thomas Knox. Jonathan Brian Locke. Justin David Flock. Caitlin Carol Marks. Great Barry Wendell McCombs. Brooke Aaron Metzger. Jeffrey Keith Montgomery III. Bradley Ryan New. Devin Michael Knight. Deborah Kathleen Nichols. Connor Allen Odie. Zachary Russell Parcells. David Maxwell Queen. Thomas Jack Rhodes. Cody Eugene Robinson Jr. Trinity Ray Rockfield. Cheyenne Renee Rogers. Michelle Angel Rojas. Caitlin Ann Ruggles. Michaela Ray Ryder. Tyler Christopher Selvage. Travis Lee Schaefer. Mackenzie Nicole Shuck. Cole Robert Six. Jamie Susan Sowers. Nathaniel Michael Sudoff. Sophia Elizabeth Middleton Toops. Bradley Jacob Trombley. Brittany Elizabeth Turner. Fiona Marguerite Tyree. Donald Joseph White Jr. Savannah Lynn White. Connor Campbell Wilson. Michael Charles Wilson Jr. Gavin Michael Yearout. Cole Jeffrey Young.
Hello again. It's me. The kid you probably saw in elementary school, crying and begging his mom not to leave. The kid who wore sleeve bands every day to school, and the kid who never had football thrown to him in a game of jackpot every Well, look at me now. Standing in front of a crowd of you on one of the biggest days of a high schooler's life. A day we have all looked forward to, graduation. I'd first like to thank my mom, dad, 3 older brothers, sister-in-law, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas for shaping me into the person that I am today. So thank you guys. I love you. You can't deny that it's been a challenging year for a lot of us. But I want to share a message with you all before we depart. A message of things I've learned throughout my 12 years of school. First, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is a sense of compassion. In life, we never know how long we have with each other. The person you sit next to today could possibly not be here tomorrow. Compassion is allowing your friend to cry on your shoulder when they are upset, or it's being kind to others when they are going through rough times. I know personally that it's always nice to have a best friend to calm me down, like when I pour a bowl of cereal just before discovering that there is no milk left. Whether it being a ridiculous or serious problem, you wouldn't believe how much it means to someone when you express empathy and concern for them. Sometimes we may feel alone and distressed, but all it takes is for that one person to express their feelings for you. Look out for each other. Express your concern. Show love. Show compassion. Confidence. You've heard this word a million times, but I'm going to make it 1,000,001. Whether it be stressing out before the big game, asking out a crush that you've liked for 2 days, or doing a calculus take home in the basement of your classmate's house on Easter weekend for 4 hours. Confidence is always an element for success. Imagine a world where Neil Armstrong was too scared to take the leap. Imagine a world where Martin Luther King Jr. never shared his dream. Who knows what that world would look like? Both of them had the confidence to complete their endeavors. Before every band competition I performed at, my front ensemble instructor read us a poem from the writings of Walter D. Wintle. As each word was read aloud, it brought a new sense of self-assurance of not only the abilities that I am capable of, but of the ones that are soon to follow. Wintle concludes the poem with 2 powerful stanzas. Think you're outclassed. You are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Hearing these lines, it makes me feel as though I can accomplish anything with a PMA, positive mental attitude. And I hope it's the same for you. I can almost guarantee that if you speak to yourself and say that you can do this, you will get positive results. You will get that A on the take-home test. You perform like a phenom in the big game. You finally get that 48-hour crush that actually like you. Just remember those 3 letters, PMA. Growing up with you guys has been a blessing to me, and I couldn't be more thankful to experience it with all of you. We will forever share the memories that we've all had together. For example, I know you guys remember all those good times that we had with Accelerated Reader in middle school, yeah? Well, you get the point. Some of us may not know what we want to do in our futures yet, but the important thing to realize is that with the right mindset, you can achieve greatness. So thank you for making my 4 years great, even though I really wasn't the same person I was my freshman and sophomore year. With that being said, graduates, would you please stand? Please move your tassels to the left. Congratulations, class of 2019.